Buddy, Len and Kelly, we're off on our ride today. It's an overnighter, so this weekend we're going up to Halls Gap. This is an area we've never been before. It's in the Grampians National Park. Expecting it to, well, we've got a couple of stops on the way for lunches and whatnot, so expecting it to take about 7 hours, but really it's not that many Ks. I think it's about 300 Ks or so. So these are some of the spots we're going through. We're going through Bacchus Marsh, Buninyong, Cavendish, Balmoral, and ending up at Halls Gap.
Probably stop for coffee and a pie at Lake Ballarat.
A lot of waterfalls, lakes, little mini lakes, sandstone mountains this way we're going today, and a few wineries as well, so it should be a beautiful day.
See you on the road.
See you on the road. Trying something new today. We bought these little JBI speakers, so hopefully it's going to knock out a lot of the wind noise that we've all been getting. Driving through Buninyong now on our way to Ballarat for a pie. So this is all gold, old gold mining area back in the day. What do you think of the ride so far, Lenny?
Yeah, it's been a good ride. Coming up through Ballarat in get some elevation, and we really noticed a drop in the temperature. My hands are feeling it. But coming through that forest country with that low cloud, yeah, it was really pretty. And yeah, no, the ride's been good so far. And we're coming into Ballarat. Marky's going to take us to a new pride place. He reckons is the duck's nut, so we'll see. The pressure's on.
Let's see how we go. Wow, how beautiful is this? Emma's in Ballarat, so this is a bakery that Mark has brought us up to, saying he's heard it's the best in where, Victoria? Ballarat. Best in Ballarat. So here we are. We'll see how this one goes. So going around the table for a pie review. Okay, Lenny has.
You've got to get halfway on it.
We'll go over here.
Just go have one bite.
You've got your mouth full anyway. Okay, Marky has got a plain mince pie.
Yeah.
And?
Yeah, I'll give it a 9 on this one.
A 9? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's good.
I'm having an egg and bacon. And it's okay? Yeah. Lenny?
Yeah, this is good pie.
It's good pie?
Yeah, I'm giving it an 8.5.
How's the structure?
Structure's good, it's staying together. Yeah, so.
Alright.
Yeah.
Nice one. I have to come back to you because I'm having a Brazilian pulled beef pie, so I haven't had a bite of mine yet, and I'll come back.
Of course. So we're here at Emma's pie shop here in Ballarat. Spectacular, highly recommended. Get here and get some.
Yes.
Really good. Thanks, girls.
Thank you so much.
So the Brazilian pulled beef pie was a bit out there. I'm not saying it wasn't nice. I should have just stuck with the plain old meat pie. So I've gone back and we're going to share the plain meat pie. The structure is amazing though. I love the structure is important because we saw a lady at the MCG once who was eating a pie upside down. Like that, and we said, why? She's got to ask why. And she said, I've had an accident with a really stinking hot pie one day and she burned herself. So structure is important.
So question to the viewers, you have a good pie and she asks you to share it, would you? Comment in the video below. My answer is no way.
Emma's Bakery in Ballarat. Not bad. Check it out. So we're on the outskirts of Ballarat now, and we're heading to Lake Ballarat. Show you a bit around. Sturgeon over here and Mount Abrupt over that way. This is in Balmoral. Nice old pub.
So we're just climbing our way out of the gorge here in the Grampians. We're still about 20 k's out of Hall's Gap, travelling roughly southeast. There is no better way to see this country than on the back of a motorcycle. So everyone who's watching this, I probably don't need to convince, but get off the couch, get yourself a bike and get out and see this country. It's unbelievable. Seen plenty of sights in the US, and this is pretty up there. Glorious piece of little road as well, nice and twisty. Good test for the bike. Mark, as usual, is about 10 miles ahead of us. He's much better on the twisties than I am. What a beautiful piece of road this.
The air smells lovely too. All the gum trees. Beautiful, clean, bushy air. It's just glorious. Okie doke. We are up at this lookout. It is super windy.
Yeah,
Too windy for the drone.
Too windy for the drone, which is unfortunate. Would have been a pretty spectacular view on the drone.
Yeah. Gorgeous. Bushfires came through this area months ago. I'd say it's all this area down here that's been affected by the fires. Over this side it doesn't look so bad. This is Lake Wartook over here.
We're coming down the mountain after looking up at some of the lookouts. We're only about
but on this side, they're everywhere. So this little town is actually Halls Gap. And this is where we're going to be stopping for the night. Got dinner booked at the pub at 6:30. We're organised this time after we couldn't get into the pub when we went to Mount Beauty.
Busy.
Very busy. Caravan park, oh, because it's a long weekend. Caravan park is absolutely chockers. But yeah, we forget it's a long weekend because we're heading back tomorrow.
Go get a fridge magnet, mate.
And how nice is it with that big steep mountain range behind the town?
So we're in Halls Gap and we've come to the Kookaburra Hotel for dinner.
Forgot where you went, huh?
You did forget where I was. It's been a good day on the bikes. So, Marky boy, what was your highlight of today's ride?
Highlight today? Probably meeting old mate Dick from Resto My Ride.
Yeah, there you go.
That was just the people you run into in the middle of nowhere.
Yep.
It's just, and plus old AJ from Lake Ballarat Cafe. Drop in there, absolute legend. Drop in and see him.
Cool.
Makes the best burgers. Yeah, unbelievable.
What was your highlight, Lorelle?
I guess just the nature, the curves of the road.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
I like the hills, the views and the smell of the air.
Yes.
It's beautiful.
Yep, and the Eagle, and mine was the coming up from the gorge at here at Halls Gap. Well, we came up. Yeah. Anyway, that road, the twisties were really good. I enjoyed it. So. Yeah. Oh, Bob and Becky. There's some wild kangaroos just outside where we're staying.
So we're just leaving Halls Gap. Gorgeous little town. It's stunning in the morning. The kookaburras and the wildlife we heard overnight were beautiful. I was hoping to get up earlier and go for a walk and get some footage. However, we slept in.
So we're heading to Stawell for breakfast and coffee. So Stawell's obviously where they run the Easter Gift, famous foot race in Australia. So at the moment we're travelling directly north, but pretty soon we'll be heading southeast towards Stawell. But yeah, it was a really nice little town. We had a fantastic dinner. Yeah, really good.
Markets are on.
left over there on our right. I'm going to smash this coffee.
So no pressure, but looks like we're going to be trying the silver medal steak pie.
Wax Bakery and Stawell.
Okay. Wax Bakery in Stawell. Apparently some award-winning pies. So we're checking them out.
Silver
award.
medal.
You got the plain
Yeah.
score?
Pretty good. Yeah, it's nice. I'll give it I'll give it the same as Heathcote. I'll give it an 8. Only because it seems very skinny. The one we had yesterday was fatter.
Full.
Yeah. But very tasty.
What do you think, Mark?
Not too bad at all. Good 8 out of this one, I reckon. Yeah, pretty good. How's your pie, Lorelle?
Cheese and tomato toast. I haven't really got to the filling yet, so I'm giving mine 7.5.
Oh.
Not as good as Heathcote. It's early here in the morning in Stawell, so the town is still waking up. So we're at the lookout at Stawell, and yeah, so this is looking over into the town of Stawell, and over that way is all where we've come from. It's all towards Halls Gap, and the Grampians out this way. And then over this way, we just spoke to a fellow in town. He said all out there is the Pyrenees, and so that's the way we're heading now. Saying that we could honestly ride these roads all day, every day. We never get sick of looking at the country, looking at the hills, looking at farmers' crops and their cattle or their sheep. We just do not get tired of it. It's such a stunning day to be out riding a bike with your mates. We are so lucky.
After leaving Stawell, we are now coming through Maryborough, and at the moment we're heading due east, and yeah, getting closer back into Melbourne. From here we're going to carry the back way into Dalesford and Trentham. Exactly how far that is I'm not sure, but yeah, that's a real pretty ride through there, so I'm sure we'll get some good footage.
It's nice to see everything a bit greener after some rain, because yeah, everyone out this way has had a horrible drought for the past few years, so all the farmland is a bit greener, prettier. The towns are looking happier.
It's been a really good morning for a ride. It's nice and cool. The wind's a little bit of a pest, but yeah, it's perfect riding weather. Lace over here, fake, adds to the charm.
Adds to the charm.
But as with all these gold towns, there's a real mix of architecture again, with mid-century and Federation type buildings, so it's really interesting to ride through these older towns.
So this was the Holgate Brew House, and this is where we just stopped and had a... I had a wine, Marky Boy had a beer, and we shared some chicken wings. They were Jack Daniels, I think, chicken wings. They were really yummy. So yeah, we're just about to head on our last little strip home.
So we've just left Wood End, and we're on the freeway now back to Melbourne. So it's the end of our weekend. We've had an absolutely fantastic ride. By the time we get home, we would have done over 800 kilometres over 2 days. That's not that bad. It's pretty easy riding on these big touring bikes. But as we were saying yesterday, well, my highlight was definitely the road through the Grampians as we left the bottom and worked our way up to the top into Hall's Gap. How about you, babe? What was your favourite bit?
I think my favourite would have been part of the... Oh, yesterday in the hills was stunning. I love the forest and the bush. So this morning we had a patch we were riding coming... I can't remember where we were, after Maryborough. And it was misty. The trees were all moody. It was just gorgeous. It smelled beautiful. Like some old Australian artists would have been painting in some of those areas, you know. It's just beautiful.
Yeah, no, it was some really stunning scenery today as well. So, yeah, it's our first sort of biggish overnight ride, I guess, on the Pursuit. The Pursuit went really well. Actually put it into, tried it on the standard as well as the sport mode. Yeah, it performed really well. I'm really happy with the bike. And that's about it for this trip. So
next we're thinking about what we're going to do for Easter.
Yeah, so Easter we're thinking about heading down to the Mornington Peninsula and just doing a couple of day rides, and perhaps go to the hot springs there. So that's going to be good.
Yeah.
And then we're planning probably one more overnight ride at some stage before winter kicks in. And depending on how things go, we might have another surprise to announce about what we're going to do in August, so stand by for that. Otherwise, that's it. We're going to call it here. Again, yeah, we rode with Mark and Lorelle. Check out their YouTube page, Chasing Lines. Yeah, Mark and Lorelle put together a pretty good video, so check that out. And we'll see you next time.